Another thing about today's modern women. Okay. They're used. They're used. They are used. Whether she got one kid or a dozen kids. Okay. Dating a woman with a kid over at a certain age it can be kind of messed up. Okay, I got a cousin. She has two sons. One of them, he's 20-something years old, can't take care of himself. He barely, he can't speak, can't wipe his ass, can't do nothing. She got another son by another guy who's about 6 years old. Now, here's what happened when you come into somebody's family. I say, I am just her cousin. Just a cousin. So I play with her son for a little bit, sometimes when I play him. Because he doesn't obey her. I be trying to talk to her sometimes. She'll call me, I be talking to her about something. And he doesn't obey his mother. But he will listen to a man's voice. So when I come there, he will listen to me. Okay? And I say, go to your room. I don't want to see you. Go in there, stay in your room. Here you go. When you unlock the door, don't come out. So he will obey me somewhat. But he has a daddy. I don't know his daddy. Me and his daddy have never really spoken. I have seen him come pick him up once in a while, and that's about it. I don't go visit I might visit my cousin maybe once every 3 or 4 months or something like that. Maybe even less than that. Maybe even more. I don't go anywhere. I stay at home. I'm in my 60s, so I stay at home. So I think he started getting attitude, and I'm her damn cousin. This is what happened when you deal with others.
Uninterrupted. Try your student plan.
This is what happened when you deal with other men's kids. This is the stuff you come into, you run into when you are dealing with other people's kids. You don't want to do that. If she got a kid, whether it's 1 or 20, I don't care. And especially the more daddies, the worse the problems. She got 4 kids by 3 different daddies, or 6 kids by 5 different daddies. The more daddies, the worse the problem is. The more kids she got, the worse the problem is. Run. Run. Unless her husband died or was killed in a car accident or something like that, don't deal with it. Run. It is not your fault she got kids. I mean, now my mother was like that. My mother, she had up to 10 of us. The last 3 know who their daddy is, for sure. The other 7 of us, well, my dad claimed me, but he wasn't more. About as much as a dad as this bench that I'm sitting on. But he was about as much as a dad as this bench is that I'm sitting on. So, stay away. Because that is another person that is in your life. Run. Don't try to be the hero. Don't try to be the knight in shining armor. Don't. Run. It is not your fault she let 5 guys talk her. How many there was jumping her panties? It ain't your fault she let those guys jump in her panties. You are not there as a knight in shining armor. Run. Okay? Run. You save yourself a lot of time and trouble. Because I look at it this way. If I date a woman, let's say I've been living in Toledo now for 5 years. So let's say I date a woman here in Toledo. And a nice lady. But she had a lot of men in her life. Her numbers are high. The body had been used. There have been, you're not the only one who went knocking on that door. There may have been 5, there may have been 10, there may have been 100. Women don't seem to think there's anything wrong with that today. They don't see anything wrong with the number. You don't want that. Because you marry her and you get in an argument, or you marry her and she see one of the guys that she was really like, hey, his long is about that down long, he really laid the pipe, you know, you're doing a decent job, but you got nothing on him. And while you're at work and busting your balls, she meeting him or going out banging, getting banged by him. Okay? You do not want that. You do not want that. Trust me. So stay away from women who got a high body count. Stay away from them. get away from her. You don't want that. Because, like I say, she gave up to him once, and there may be others. Stay away from it. Run. Don't go near it. Whether she got kids or not, she got a high body count, stay away from it. Unless her husband died or something like that, you know, he was the only man, and now you're the man, and so she may be a good one to look into, but the rest, stay away from. I know. We had a saying called Jody. I was Jody a few times. I'm not proud of that. My kids are by other guys' wives. 2 of my kids are by other guys' wives. So run. Don't do that. I had ladies lie to me, said they were divorced, and they wasn't divorced. The husband come knock on the door, and I'm answering the damn door. Run. It'll get you killed, because there are people dead because of that in my life. Got one husband, I'm sure it was him. He tried to kill me. Yeah, it's possible. I had some hitmans that at me too. Long story. He tried to kill me, and somebody else died in my place. Somebody else lost their family. I mean, lost their father because a jealous husband or some hitman wanted to get me. So run, avoid it. Do not date women who've been around. Do not date women who got kids, unless the husband died. She married and the husband died of kite somehow. Other than that, if they just broke up and she got dad, see, the kids don't even know who their own daddy are. Whether they know or not, stay the heck away from her. Run. Take my advice. Run. Do not go near her. This is over.